It is a tale of blood and death. In a world where hope is as thin as the money in your pocket. A world where you need others for your survival. It is the tale of the bridge burner. First in, last out. I was their leader, and I gave us respect, admiration, even worshipping. I led the bridge burners to glory, but only for so long can you be at the top. But let me start from the beginning. My name is Jed, son of a hooker and a woodworker. Not that I knew them anyway. They were killed when I was not more than a toddler. Orcs. They murdered my dad, and I was there, hiding, watching. But that's not all. They took my mother. Oh, I can only imagine what they did to her. Now the last thing I hope is that she's still alive. I spent my youth in the stables of Windfest Citadel. I was raised and taught there. That's probably a story for another time. 6 months ago, my tutor was killed and I had to flee. And that's how I joined the bridge burners. They hired me from the street. At first, it looked like this miserable group of drunkards, idiots and ugly brutes. But I started to like them. They provided me with shelter and comfort, stories and food. We killed together. Some small missions here and there, taking care of some wolves or some local thug. Until that day, the day where it all started. It was horrible. Blood. Blood everywhere. A tale of blood and death. Hi everyone, welcome to Battle Brothers. We're going to roleplay this game. I hope you will enjoy it. As a little introduction, we're gonna play in veteran difficulty for a bit of challenge, but no Iron Man. Basically when you record a let's play it's quite difficult to have a perfect run, so I don't want to have to restart the run in the middle of the game, so I'm not going for Iron Man. I wouldn't want this series to end too abruptly. So, how it's gonna turn out, it's gonna be a mix of roleplay and let's play. In the tactical phase, we will most likely play this game as a normal let's play, discuss the tactics, try to achieve the best. In the world map phase, it will be more about the roleplay. We're gonna discuss the characters, what they want to do, what they want to achieve. There will be a lot of reading and stuff. And what's exciting is I'm going to ask you to participate, and you can participate in two ways. The first thing is you can propose some companions' names. You can either comment on that video or ask me on Twitter at FMRPlays. You've got the link in the description. So if you want, you can be in the game and be part of my company, the Bridge Burners. And you can also help me build Jed's character. Jed is the narrator, is the main character of that roleplay. I already have some ideas for him, some traits and skills for him, but you can help me decide his background story. Obviously he's gonna make certain choices in terms of the contract he chooses, where he's going. I already have a background story, but I'm gonna explain it to you as the episodes roll out. I'll try to do 2 episodes per week, but it might be a little bit less, especially if I want to include your feedback from one episode to the other. So I think without any interruption, let's jump into the game. So we do, I will rename the characters later on, I can't do it right now, so don't worry about that. So I've got my crossbowman over there, and I would like to take down this guy because I've got more chances. And he missed, that's quite bad for me. Then we got my axeman, who is gonna move up there. I can either do splitman or round swing. I'm gonna go splitman. Great, I managed to decapitate him. It's perfect. And then I've got my shield guy, which I'd like to move and then build probably spare wall. And to the spare wall I need 4 AP. I can move here and do spare wall here. Perfect. This guy is gonna move on to me. Obviously we'll have to escape my spare wall, so you have to go around. And I will probably wait before moving that guy. And try to get him with... Yes, perfect. That's what I wanted. So you can move a little bit closer and... Yeah, try to pierce him. Good. Okay, he attacked my armor a little bit, but that's fine. Let's, yeah, finish him. Perfect. Well done. So what have we got? We only got Butcher Cleaver. It's not that great, but that will do. The aftermath. We are alive. We won. The adrenaline fades, and in its wake, I can't help but think back to the ground. Gritting my teeth, I snap the arrow's shaft. My chest heaves, pain for breath, everything blurs. The company has been devastated, cut down to but a few men. And that bastard Ogre did justice to his name, playing like the weasel he is. What now, Captain? A voice says from behind. It's one of my companions who sits down beside me, bedding his bloodied axe on his legs. I turn to him to reply, but before I can answer, he continues. Bernard is dead. This slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader, but all it took was one mistake. That makes you the one in charge, don't it? Then the other guy joins us and say, save the ceremony and announcements for another day. Let's give the man a good burial and return to Neufern to collect our pay. The Weasel's men are slain after all. Besides, Captain, we ought to see to that one before we lose you too. We don't want to leave that guy in charge, right? So be it. So you'll notice that I've got 3 companions. The main character in the narration is actually a captain leader, which is not one of these 3 guys, which makes it a little bit weird for me. But we're gonna adapt. So this is my character. Oh, actually, no, that's not my character. That's me. I am Jed. And I'm accompanied by Sanvan, the Oriental. He's coming from far away. Nobody really knows his background or what he's doing here. But he's been a great companion, I would say. Been here for longer than I was. And this is Levi. Levi is our killer. This guy knows how to handle hacks better than anyone. I've been a little injured, but it's fine. I'll go back home and mend this. Let's go back to Neufern. I've moved up north after I had to flee from Windfest. Windfest being very south, over there near the mountains. And here we're back to Neufern. What a sorry display it must be for the onlookers as we arrive in Neufern. 3 bloodied and beaten mercenaries down on their luck. The man who hired the company days ago, Elfrich of Neufern, no doubt expected us to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes us to his house and offers bread and wine while Seven fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends my wounds. A pin pierces my skin, the first of many stitches to come, but not the last. I'm used to it. I grit my teeth, till I think I heard one break. Elfrich of Neufern sits beside me and asks me if I took care of Ogre. I shook my head. Killed his man, but the weasel eluded our blades in the end. The healer waves around a glowing firepoke, suggesting he wants to push it into my wall. I nod and he does so. For a moment, that's all there is. I'm not a man but a pinch of fire, flesh from flame, a golem of pain. Elfrich of Neufern hands me a goblet of wine. That's very welcome. You did well, Salesword. The bandits have been removed, though it is a shame that Ogre still lives. we expect to get paid for this, Nefan? Elfrish? He gasped. Well, naturally, 400 crowns as agreed upon. He gestures toward a servant who rushes to my side with the pay in hand. I wonder, may I make use of your services one more time? I would very much like to end the headache that is Ogre once and for all. And I would pay you again, of course. Another 400 crowns, shall we say? Levi scoffs and turns to drink more wine, but I stand to speak. Yes, the company is in ruin, but we will rebuild it. Without the bridge burners, Levi would drink the crown away and end up begging on the streets, and some of the Orientals, by the god we all know it, go chasing the woman folk until one stove is rotted head in. We need the bridge burners. It's all we have. What say you, Captain? Levi burps and raises his cup to me. Sanvan the Oriental playfully thumbs his nose and nods. Kill that bastard Ogre or not, it's up to you, Captain. We do have unfinished business with him, so let's get him. Elfrish of Nerfon claps his hand in satisfaction. Excellent! My little birds will need some time to find where Ogre is hiding his hide now. In the meantime, I suggest you go about stocking up on your supplies so that you'll be good and ready to end this when the times come. I shall see you in a few days' time at the latest. As I leave Elfrish of Nerfon's house and stand on the outskirts of Nerfon, I seek a word with my men. Guys, we need more men. I know I gave a big speech back there, but bravado won't do shite. We need more warm bodies in the ranks. Figured out we could find 3 good men, buy them some decent kits, and then decent armor. I bet this Bodenton got a desperate peasant or 2 looking for a new life, or we could travel to Wolfenstein in the southeast. Them city folks aren't always as hardly as these country bumpkins, but we're most likely to find men with fighting experience stopping to rest there. That's what we shall do. So, we're moving on. The bridge burners are on their way to Wolfenstein. I do have small injuries that are healing very quickly. I'm actually feeling better already. I'm an expert with the shield and the spear. I've learned that in the stables. That was pretty much all of my youth. From when I moved there, when I was probably 3-4 years old until I was 20. I learned a lot just watching the men at arms training. Along the way, as Wolfenstein's skyline appears on the horizon, Sanvan the Oriental seeks a word with me. Never been to Wolfenstein before, but I've been around ones that look a lot like it. Cities like these are great for selling goods, as all these prissy, pompous pricks love to have their goods delivered. With so many merchants you can find almost everything you need to. Keep an eye out for good bargains, and don't get swindled by them cutthroat merchants. Levi sees fit to add his own opinion of what you should do. If there's a good tavern, I say we should go there first. Nothing helps a man down on his luck more than a good pint. Gods know we earned it. Sanvan the Oriental shakes his hand. You say that every time we stop into town. You say that even when you're already drunk. I said I'm gonna keep that in mind. We need more men in the bridge burners. We were 9 before we started that mission for Auget. It is night, but we should probably be able to do some things. Maybe go to the tavern. Can pay around for my men. It's gonna lighten up the spirit. I don't really care about news and rumors. My eyes are focused on Auget at the moment. Good. Sanvan now is pretty happy to have this drink. Fortunately, it's already night. I have to wait. Just gonna camp a little bit here. And once the night is over, we're gonna go to the morning market. See what we've got, what we can find. Marketplace, probably a good place to start. We do have food for 7 days. And we do have some tools and ammunition, so actually we're doing quite well. There's nothing I can sell. These butcher cleavers might be useful. I think it's time to hire some people. Always a bunch of beggars and drunkards around the market. Who do we have here? Gunter. He's got a militia background, which might be very helpful. But it's quite expensive though. Evold is a mason. We've got Fritz. Caravan hand. More expensive as well. A gravedigger. Might have good physical labor. However, he looks to have a bit of damage on his eye. Obviously, Erwin and Ragnar are not for the bridge runners. Way too expensive. And what a nice knight you have, sir. You're a juggler. Good to know. Siegfried is a messenger. They're used to long and tiring travels. And Torvald is a farmhand. So I'm tempted to get 3 guys. Torvald being a good one. I want physical guys, and I do like people that are craftsmanship. Mason sounds great as well. I prefer to hire some cheap guys that will get better equipment later. I think that will be it. So let's rename our new guys. I do have a list of names coming from my subscribers. So you are going to be not Torvald, you're gonna be Earl the Grey. And you, my good sir, are gonna be Peloan. And finally, you're gonna be Wolf Parable. In terms of strategy, I would like a front line of guys with shields and good armor. Probably spares at the beginnings. I'm gonna keep these 2-hand axe guy, my Levi. And I would probably like another archer, because that will make a front line of 3 person. You on the side and you here. However, I need to look at their stats first. So who would make a good archer? He's in good spirit and hand-to-hand attack. The standard fist fighting attack. Oh yeah, of course. So he's got 3 stars in health, in points, in fatigue and initiative. Okay, so it would make a good frontliner because he's got a lot of health. You are very good in terms of fatigue, a little bit of health and some initiative. And you have very good melee defense and health. So actually everybody is looking good as a frontline guy. However, these have the best melee attack, ranged attack, and you have got less else. So you are going to get a bow, if possible. So we need 2 shields. I'm definitely gonna replace that. That is not great, but that probably will do for now. And the hood, it's gonna go back in the stash. You need more than that. You'll need probably a little bit more than that. You should be fine with that armor. And I can give you a little hood as well. I want head protection for all my guys. I don't want them to take a critical hit. So now we can go to the marketplace. We could go to the armor, but these guys are so expensive. Apart from shields, there's nothing I want to do with them because their equipment is not for the bridge burners at the moment. And I think it's the same for the weaponsmith. All of that is a little bit too expensive at the moment. what can we find in the marketplace? It's for my troops. I probably don't need any food, so it's all gonna be about weapons. A pitchfork might be a great thing for my... probably instead of my bow, because I don't see any bow to buy. So even though it needs a little bit of mending, I'm gonna get that. A militia spare sounds really good as well. And I said I wanted a wooden shield, and that's not a great shield. But let's see how we can equip this guy to begin with. So I said you will get that. That sounds pretty good. You can be able to do damage behind the backline because you got a range of 2 tiles. I'm gonna move you here actually. And you, my good friend, can get that. So I need 2 armors. Wooden shield. Another shield, 2 armors, and and 2 hats, 3 hats, a cheap one and 2 expensive one. So let's get this cheap hat, and then in terms of armor, these have been damaged a little bit. Ooh, that's looking good. I think I'm probably gonna take this one and this one. And sorry, I'm not finished, so let's equip my guys again. Light heart hat for you. This armor here, this armor here. I could fix them, but I don't need to at the moment. So we need 2 more hats and 1 spike. Spare, sorry. If there's a spare somewhere, I don't think there is. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit annoying. I need something effective against armor. That's too expensive though. One-handed axe, that's probably what I should go for. I'll get the cheap one, okay. And in terms of protection, let's get these 2. And I forgot to buy another wooden shield. And I bought that even though I didn't need it. It's fine, it's an upgrade from what I had. So 1 more shield will do. That's a very small one, don't want that. Let's get this one. Or this one. Quite a lot of fatigue. How is he doing in terms of fatigue? Yeah, not that great. Who's the good guy with good fatigue? That's him, okay. Buy the same shield as the others. And now we have a fully equipped party. We can now move back to Nerfon. We're going through the mountains. Probably not the most effective, but we don't want to face bandits, especially with these new recruits. They seem to have good morale. I'm pretty damn sure we're gonna give Hogarth a good fight. He might have other bandits in his crew, but we're a pretty good crew by ourselves. We're definitely gonna get him. I hope the pay is gonna be good. Elfrish is packing back and forth when I find him. The healer would damn near kill me, but the firepoke is standing nearby. Finally you're here, I've got good news. We got hold of one of Ogred's former men. My good friend here had a nice little talk with the man, and now we know where he's hiding. Very well, the brigand known as Ogred is hiding in a small hut in the tundra to the west of here. Based upon my most civil discussion with one of his men, Ogred knows the bridge burners is on his heels, and he will have gathered more men since the last time we met him. Nodding, Elfrish have confirmed waves me off. Good luck, Sellsword. It's time to go. My man wants vengeance. We're gonna get him. Brigands are not nearby, though. We need to be careful. I do hope they're not gonna attack us. They're on our trail, but we keep our eyes on Ogred's, and we should be able to get them. We arrive there at dusk. There are a few brigand thugs and a brigand poacher. The bridge burners will never flee. First in, last out. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna engage in combat in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first roleplay episode. I'm just gonna repeat it before I end this video that you can participate by either commenting or asking me on Twitter at FMRPlays. In the next episode we're gonna do a little bit more roleplay. You're gonna get a little bit more of the backstory of the bridge burners and Jed, of Sanvan, of Levi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me some feedback, like the video, share, and yeah, I'll see you soon for the next fight. Thank you.